Who know who this is on my shirt? Drop it in the comments below. What's up, good people? It's your boy, Power. And today, I'm gonna be talking to you all about 3 modular helmets that I own and their functions, features, what's the differences between the 3, and you're gonna be surprised about which one I think is the best. And this one I just picked up is a game changer. But y'all are familiar with this first one, the LS2. Or the Simpson Mod Bandit. But we got a new player in the game, and that is the Daytona C6. All right, let's break down the key differences in all 3 of these helmets that y'all just seen. I have 3 modular helmets here. Got the Simpson Mod Bandit, LS2, Advan X, and new to me, but not new to the game, a Daytona C6 helmet. Actually, I should put these like this. Okay, so let's talk about some of the sames. Things that are the same on these helmets. Simpson Mod Bandit. We're gonna talk about the modularity of all 3. But these 2 are the same. The Simpson and the Daytona both flip straight up. Unlike the LS2, where these helmets are stopping here, the LS2 flips all the way back. As you can see. You see it. You see it. So yeah, these do not flip all the way back. But the difference between the Simpson Mod Bandit and our Daytona here, you can actually lock this up. So that way this will not fall down or close on you, I should say. So this will not close because it's locked now. Big advantage over your Simpson Mod Bandit. So this get tapped. Y'all see how easily that closes. I do the same to the Daytona. It won't close. Hopefully I don't break it. So unless I unlock it, bam. Now it closed. With the LS2, of course, I'm not worried about that. The only thing that can close is the visor. I would have to pull back from all the way here, from all the way to the rear of the helmet to get this to close all the way. So out of their modularization, which one do I like the best? I gotta go with the LS2 as far as modularization, because just having this all the way back, you're not catching that wind or the buffering that these 2 would do. as far as modularization. I don't even know if that's a word. Somebody look that up. So as far as that, modularization, I gotta give it to the LS2. As far as looks, let's go with the helmet being closed all the way. LS2 is not the winner. This Daytona, man, it's up there. Simpson, I'm gonna say it edges out just a little bit over the Daytona. And there's only, the Daytona, you got this little Bane looking thing like from Batman. Can y'all see that on the front? It's not too bad, but I do like the fin on the back. Carbon fiber on here is beautiful. The shape of the helmet, beautiful. But I'm gonna give it to the Simpson, but it ain't by much, y'all. It's just not by much. It just edges out just a little bit. I just kind of like the minimalistic nature, especially right here on the front. The simplicity of it is cool. So I'm gonna give it to the Simpson. But I mean, it's by a gnat's hair that is beating this one out. Let's talk about visors and why this Daytona right here is a game changer. If y'all watched my previous videos about helmets, I said I would not wear any helmet without a pin lock. So all three of these have a pin lock. And if you don't know what a pin lock is like a thin piece of film that you put inside of your visor that keeps your helmet from fogging up. Some of y'all know, go for one of those early morning rides or right after it rains or whatever the case, your helmet can start fogging up and then you gotta crack the visor to get some air in there to try to unfog it. Pin lock, you don't have to do none of that. Each helmet is on an even plane there when it comes to pin lock and anti-fog with sun protection. These two I'm gonna put on the same level right here. They block out the most sun, but a downfall of these two is if you get caught out there at night, you're either gonna have to change your visor, ride with your visor open, and hopefully have some, still have some clear eye protection or the low light eye protection. Some of y'all see me wearing it on some of the videos, those yellow lenses. So you either gotta ride this way or, you know, you just risk it having your visor down, riding at night, and maybe you can turn it to a bat and use echolocation or something while you're riding.
Bats are able to catch prey and navigate in the dark by using echolocation.
So this is where this separates itself from the pack. So not only is this a pin lock, this visor gets darker when it's in the sun. So mine, sometimes you may be able to see kind of that gold shimmer. On the screen right now, you're seeing me riding in the sun with this one. So I haven't changed out the shield right now. As y'all can see, like right now, it's probably clear with a little bit of gold shimmer to it. But when it's bright outside, this gets darker. Then when it's dark outside, this turns back to clear. If I'm riding this helmet, I'm not worried about packing another shield because I can just rock this one the whole time and let it just do its thing. Block out the sun, but it doesn't block out as much sun as one of these visors right here that I have on one of these helmets. So at times I'll still wear this one and probably have on some shades inside of the helmet too. Visors, I'm gonna give it to Daytona. I'm gonna give it that with just its adaptability.
Hold up.
Weight, I'm sure that's a big thing for us riders as far as weight of a helmet. I know these two are carbon fiber, so I know Simpson also makes a carbon fiber version of the Mod Bandit, which is light. So when it comes to the three helmets I have here, as far as weight, picking it up, right now the LS2 feels the heaviest, even though it's carbon fiber. This one definitely is the heaviest. Just between these two right now, like I know you're gonna say this is not carbon fiber. This one is the lightest helmet. When it comes to modular, This helmet is crazy. Like, I mean, it's compared to that Ruroc EOX. All of these helmets are DOT approved. So safety-wise, they all on the same playing field. Now, talk about the price. I know what I paid for these helmets. Out of all three of these, this still, the Simpson is the most expensive helmet. For what reason, I do not know why. Maybe because it's Simpson. Hell, I think that is the reason. For as much as this helmet costs, like it just feels cheap on the inside. Like as I'm just touching it, it feels like a $40 helmet that you would buy from a damn stand on the side of the road at Daytona or something. That's what baffles me about this helmet. As much as it costs, the padding on the inside, I mean, it's just non-existent. And to some people, that's probably a good thing. On these two right here, and you're not paying that same price, the padding is so much better. Like when I just put my hand inside of this helmet, that just feels better to my hands. Like when I'm doing this, like that just feels a lot better. Padding wise, like when I put this helmet on, it feels like quality for the price. Like you're still paying a good price. It's still not a cheap helmet, but I feel like I am getting what I paid for. And out of the LS2, especially with the Advent X, they definitely improved leaps and bounds as far as the padding and the fitting of the LS2, the Advent X. To me, it just feels better. And I know some people gonna say in the comments, like especially like these two were going head to head in the community that I ride in. Some people just do not like this helmet. They say it messes with their forehead and give them.
It's the mark of Buddha.
It's the skid mark of Buddha. Looks like he took a dump in the middle of your face.
I think it depends on your head shape and stuff too. So that could be a factor too when you're choosing your helmet. The shape of your head, what you got on your head, can determine like what helmet you end up using. And another thing, I harp on this all the time, this D-ring thing. I was about to say shit, but this D-ring, I get it. I'm not some person that tests helmets and maybe they determine that the D-ring is the strongest thing in the world for a helmet. It prevents it from coming off. Maybe that's the case. This is cumbersome, man. Once you get spoiled by something like this right here, like where like, oh man, I forgot to snap my helmet. And I could just do that. When I want to take this off, I just pull that right there and it just comes undone. You get spoiled. You want that all the time. Same with the LS2, it got a quick release on here. Simpson, if you're listening and y'all making some more helmets, which I'm sure y'all are, cause y'all are, you know, one of the top dogs in the game when it comes to helmets. Like, yo, y'all gotta do something about this, man. This and that padding in there, like, something gotta be done by that. Another thing that we want as riders is a quiet helmet. Meaning you're gonna hear some wind noise in the helmet regardless. Like the helmet is not completely sealed. So, but we do want a quiet helmet. And yes, the helmet gets louder, guys, if you have it open, all right?
Well, no shit.
But when you have it closed, like I have this one right here, fully closed, this is a quiet helmet. This Daytona is more quiet than this Simpson. I want to say it's more quieter than my LS2 when I have it fully closed. Probably not by much, but these right here, when it comes to quietness in the helmet, these beat my Simpson hands down. As far as cooling the helmets, being cool with your helmet closed, Simpson is hot. The Daytona's the coolest out of the three, if I'm fully closed. Followed by the LS2, Simpson, last place when it comes to being cooler in the summer. A disadvantage though of the Daytona. For both of these, if I wanted to change the visor, it's easy. With this one, you need a tool to change it with. You need a little small Allen wrench to take the screws out on either side. And then you can remove your shield and put a new shield on there. The advantage of having a visor that gets darker and lighter, you don't have to worry about changing your visor on the road. So that's an advantage, goes back towards this one. I guess y'all wanna know the answer. Out of these three, which one I like the best? I'm telling you right now, I think y'all know how I feel about Simpson. This kind of my throw on a helmet real quick, go do something type of helmet. But am I going from Virginia to Florida in this? Hell no. These two is kind of like, okay, what I want to show up rocking. Like what hat I want to wear. Either way, I'm gonna look good. I'm gonna be comfortable. I put both of these on that same pedal, so it just depends on what I want to do. I just bought the Cardo cradle for the Daytona. So soon I'll just be able to take this off and slap this on this helmet. So that's coming here soon. I got that the other day. I just got to install it on this helmet. And then I'll be G to G and I'll be able to listen to music, talk to people through this helmet. And it's gonna be probably what y'all gonna see me in going across state lines. This is a good helmet, y'all. Highly recommend you go try it out. I wear a large in this helmet. I got a weird shaped head and I guess I got a big head too though, so. I always recommend trying on the helmet if you never tried one on before you go online and try to order one. If you were asking me like, man, I want to get a modular helmet and I want the Simpson, but I hear about the Daytona, I would say give the Daytona a try. Nice looking helmet. It is the helmet for a lot of riders, the Simpsons, because it's just a nice looking helmet. But Daytona's right on their ass, buddy. They're definitely about the riders, which I think all these three companies are about the riders, and they listen to rider feedback and adjust accordingly. But there's a new one in the game, baby. It's that new hotness. So I know I talked about these three helmets. I just cannot stress enough to y'all. Whatever helmet you may choose, please ensure that it is a DOT approved helmet. It's a good quality helmet. And you do your research because you don't want to test a cheap helmet the hard way. But please like, share, and subscribe. I can't thank y'all enough for tuning in to UTHWP. Comment below and I'll try to answer all of y'all questions. And always remember, people, the best motorcycle is the one that you ride. One.